What's going on, guys? It's Bruce with a quick video. So for all you guys who are traders out there, I wanted to do a video just to show you guys of some of the things that I look at when I place trades. The charts I use, templates, how to read the charts and so on. Um, some of the basic templates you can have, such as ADX. I like to trade off the 4-hour chart for my swing trades, and I like to trade off the 15-minute chart when I do my scalping. When I scalp for like 15-20 pips and I get out the market. I use RSI, relative strength indicator, and that will be this indicator right here. And if I don't use RSI, then I use TDI, which is a trader's dynamics indicator. It's basically the same thing as RSI. It's just letting you know where price is overbought or oversold. You can get these indicators on the internet, or if you want them, I guess I could find a way to send them to you. But it lets you know when price are overbought. So usually when price reach anywhere down here at the 32 range, it's overbought. So let me get the RSI so you guys can see. Alright, RSI, here we go. Boom. Alright. Anytime this goes over the 70, it's most likely it's overbought. Oversold, overbought, and over here it's oversold. So that's when you can have an idea when price more likely is about to come down. So as you see right here, you got a shark fin. Price is way overbought on the TDI, and price is way overbought on the RSI. And as you see, look what happened. Really, people make trading as difficult when it's really not that difficult. It's really just about drawing your support and resistance. You can do this on your telephone. You just get one of these tools here, and remember, resistance is when price reach a certain area and it just keeps falling. So to be honest, when I draw my support and resistance, I'm just really just playing law of probability, the odds of it going back in a certain particular area, and I'm just playing the odds. So as you see, this will be my resistance area. Resistance would be like the roof. This is on a 4-hour chart, so I would trade on this price right here, 1367. This is where I would want to get in if I was trading gold. And as you see, price came back down, up, came back down. These are all the little mini resistance area in here. So this could be another resistant area somewhere in here. So these are just different entry points where you can get in. You can get in here, or you can get in here. So this would be like resistant 2, this would be like resistant 3, and this would be like resistant 1. Alright? So I have indicators that you can that Nandy just uploaded, which is like, I call it my pivot points, and it automatically gives me my resistant 1, 2, and 3. Anytime price gets to resistant 3, that is like usually when it's super overbought. So if you're using pivot points, the auto pivot points for MegaTrader 4 automatically updates the pivot points. Alright? Support 1, 2, and 3 are the resistance areas, are support areas, and resistance levels are R1, R2, and R3. Price above the pivot point means positive, while price below the pivot point means negative. S3, which will be your support 3, indicates extremely oversold. And price above R3, which is resistant 3, means extremely overbought. So if you really want a high probability trade, you really want to buy on an extremely overbought or oversold area. Alright? And then also I use something called ADR, which is average daily range, which means the market only can go up so high, and it could only go up but so low. So you want to know the range of the market, of where it can go. So the range, which means the average daily range, which means this is about how high the market will go for the day. And this is about how low the market will range for the low for the day. So anytime it goes anything past this level, it is extremely oversold. And if it goes past this high, it is extremely overbought. So what I sometimes do is I look out for that, and I get a resistant. You also look at your RSI. You want to get more confirmations. You want to look to see if it's oversold. You want to make sure this is up here. So right here, you never want to trade in the mid-range. You want to wait. You want to be like Mayweather when you trade. So if you're going to scout the market, you want to wait for the market to make its move and get in an extremely overbought or oversold area. All right, and then you want to look at your RSI or TDI, whatever you're using, to confirmation that. Then you want to also add your pivot points, which I added in the group. So I use this is my pivot points right here. All right, so for gold, the area, see right here, this will be resistant 3, and this is where the ADR high is. So I would want to sell at 1341. All right, that's where I want to sell at, and I would want to buy at either support 2, which would be 1317, or support 3, which is 1311. All right, those are my selling areas. I mean my buying areas. So remember, resistance 3 means it's extremely overbought, and support 3, which means extremely oversold. So if these are like, if these add up, which means this is down here, and we're down here, and this hits the ADR low, then you know you're in a good target to buy. All right, and that's for gold. So let's look at EuroCAD. Now, if you're using moving averages, one of the most popular moving averages is the 50 moving average and the 200. So if you want to know how to add moving averages, let me show you how to do it real quick. So you just delete that. You can do this on the phone as well. You want to go to, it'll be trends, and you click on moving average. So you want to use the 50, so you click that, and you want to make sure you change the MA to exponential, and you want this to be blue, aqua, so you have your, maybe make it a little thicker, so you change this right here. Alright, you can delete this. To delete, you just double click. You don't need a 21 moving average. So you have your aqua, and you have moving averages are just like trend lines for your technical analysis. So rather than you doing this, it's kind of like drawing it for you, showing you where the market's moving. So usually when it goes off these moving averages, that's a pinpoint of price action and when market might fall back down. All right. So guys, to make things really easy, so that's the 50 is one moving average I use, and I use the 200. So the 200 would be right here, and the 200 you want it to be white, and like that. All right. So you see the moving averages are close together. So if you're trading off the 4-hour chart, you want to look to see where price has gone. This would be the floor right here. Boom, boom. This could be one of your supports right about here, right? And your resistance could be about here. All right, but remember what I told you guys? Just use the pivot points. Just use the pivot points. It's automatically going to be drawn, and you can have an idea of, and then it can tell you the average daily range of how far the market will go. So, all right, so let's do that. So we're going to add our TDI. So right now the market's moving sideways. Let's get a little closer here. So that's the TDI, and then we got the auto pivot points. All right. So we're going to put that on the 15-minute chart because we're scalping. So, and then we're going to need the, what else we're going to need? Oh, the average daily range. Alright, ADR. So the average daily range is between here and here. So that means we want to get in somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Alright? More like, so let's put this on the 1 hour chart. So this is a good sell. This is also daily 3. So it could reach down here as well. It looks like it's in a mini downtrend, but we don't know where it's going to go. It can go all the way as far as the ADR high, and then you want to sell at the ADR high, or you can buy. So what I tend to do, I mean, the safest trades are usually the daily resistant 3. But as you see, the ADR is letting you know that this is the range that price will be. So a good, you can get in at the ADR high and then put your stop loss out here, but you have to use really small lot sizes because you're going to be risking more pips. So I mean, if you got in at the ADR low down here, which was 83,697, and then you got 83,394. So it's about 30 pips. That's not bad. I mean, you're looking to lose, give up 30 pips. So you can get in. I mean, to get in here at your this, you're not gonna have much drawdown. A 30 pip drawdown. I mean, you can give up a 50. If you're looking to give up 50 pips, 50 to make 100 pips. I don't know how you guys want to trade, but you'll have tighter stop losses. You know, you can get in them at more tighter range and get more pips. So, you know, look to lose 20 pips to make 50. You know, you'll have better entries. And as you see right here, it's going on the up. So we'll see right here. So this is resistant 1. This is the ADR high, and this is on Euro Great Britain. So you want to make sure everything matches up. On your resistant level, could be a sell limit, and right down here, this could be your buy limit. Buy limit means when market goes down and you want it to go up. Sell limit means you want it to go up and you want it to go down. Alright? Sell stop means you want it to keep breaking momentum. So a sell stop order could be here, and then you just want it to keep going down. No one could predict the market, right? I mean, you can't predict where it's going to go. So you got to wait for it to make its move and then place your buys or place your sells. So let's look at some more pairs. We got here, alright, we got British pound versus the Japanese yen, drawing the ADR high, and we also auto fib. So we're gonna have auto fib. Oops, why did I draw that? Auto pivot. Alright, so we got the auto pivots. So the ADR high is a little bit below resistant 1. So I would put my sell limit here, and then you can put another sell limit here. But this is the daily range in between here. But sometimes it breaks these daily ranges and skyrocket, because no one really knows where the market's going to go. So sometimes you just have to wait for it to break out, and then when you see your reversal candles, like your dojis, that's when you know you have confirmation. But don't ever get in on the first leg. You know, you wait for it to go up. It's going to come down and then retest. When it does that second retest, just call the bring struck, because that's when you know that it's about to just make a large fall. So, you know, you just wait for it to drop down here, retest, come back down, and then you place your buy limit. So that's basically it on that trade right there. So let's look at AUUSD. I predicted to go all the way down. I did predict that thing to drop too. I predicted to go all the way down here as a sell. It's going to be a nice little sell. You want to place your buy limit at the daily low. A buy limit order. You can place a buy limit down here at support 2 or the average daily range, which was at yesterday's low, which was right here. This was yesterday's low. So it might come all the way back to retest this low and then make a new high. Alright, so you can put your sell limit at the ADR low. You can put another sell limit here or another sell limit here. Or just to be safe, you let it fall and wait for the reversal candles. So, yeah. That's a good sell though. You can definitely make some money off that sell. Auto trend line, so auto pivot. So you can easily find these pivots or this. This is an easy sell. I'm gonna put it in the group. I wonder if I should put it in the group. This is such an easy sell. Alright, so I don't trade like that. You never trade to chase anything, you just let the market make its move. But as you see right here, this will be a good buy zone on support 1. Support 2 and support 3 are good buy areas as well if price goes that far. But remember, the average daily range tells us that, there's only so much pips the market that the market makers allow you to have per day, so they can't go too much out of their range. So this is the range right here. So this lets me know that, okay, if they do go out of the ADR, this could be one range here or a spike to the low and then juice up a high. So the safer spots to get in is at either resistant 2 and 3 and support 2 and 3. Support 3 is a real good spot to get in because that means you know you're really in an overbought area. So see right here, look, it's dropping down. So I'm gonna want this baby to go all the way down. This looks like the second leg. See, you see how it has like a first leg. Usually when you see these big W's and stuff like that, market makes M's and W's, double top, boom, it fell down. So now it went down, it's coming back up, and it's going to come back to retest this low here. That would be a great buy. Alright? That would be a good buy. A very good buy. Boom, bye, bye. I'm so silly. Alright, so yeah, this will be a good buy for AU. Anywhere around the ADR low. Alright, so also the ADR yield low, that was also where the blue tracer is, so blue tracer doesn't show up. So, the blue tracer, which is yesterday's daily low, was right here. So that lets you know that was yesterday's low. I definitely see this is a good buying opportunity down here at the ADR low. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's look at EJ. EJ is slowly dropping right now as we speak. So let's look at what's going on. The ADR high. So EJ is making a test down low. It came up here in this resistant area. and dropped. So it could be coming back down to support 2 or making a newer low because the ADR low is down here to support 3. So it might be making a new lower low. The ADR low in this 113,700 area, or it might come down to the daily at 113,500, somewhere around there, and then make its way back up. So that would be a good area to buy. And if you're looking to sell, well, the ADR high is here, so your selling zones would be anywhere around here. I highly doubt it blowing out the ADR that high up here. So I don't know. All right. I don't really trade AUD, NZD. I don't like trading up here. Euro CAD. Euro CAD. Let's see what's going on. Euro CAD. Look at the ADR. Okay. Well. Could be retesting the high before making a huge fall. EuroCAD test the ADR high and make a huge fall. So I don't know. Let me see. That's the deal ADR high right here. I mean, to be safe, like I said, you wait for the market to make its move and you get in on its move. So this would be a safer bet. You know, if it blows the ADR, at least you have this right here you can get in, or this daily resistance. You know, you don't ever put all your chips on the first entry. You put like a really small lot size, and if it's going in your favor, then you can double up. You can put another lot size bigger. But the first resistance, I never put big lot sizes on that. I put a very small. Should I'll put a penny if I got to, and see what the market does, and then if it's going in my direction, then I also. If you want to know where I put my stop losses, I mean, if I enter the daily resistance 3 or 2, I put it a little bit out here, especially knowing that the ADR is right here. So this is way overbought. Good chance that it will retrace to give me back some of those pips. All right. So the best chances to get in at daily resistance 2 or 3. Those are the best spots to get in. Alright, and we got AUD, JPY. Alright, let's look at this. Oh, okay. We got ADR. This is the average daily range. So, see it coming back down here. This would be a good buying opportunity. Auto pivot. That's a good buying opportunity. Right at the 491. It's right at the ADR too. Yeah, that's a good buying opportunity. Right here. That's a daily low. I mean, we'll just see. Let it go all the way down here. And then you buy off your reversal candles. So that's how you trade the market. And then you want to make sure, you look at this to see if it's a shark. If this thing goes all the way down here, because then if it comes all the way down here, you know you're in an overbought area. Same thing if it comes all the way here, you know you're in an oversold area. So those are the things you want to look for when trading, supporting your resistance. I mean, all those things come to play. This is GU. Let's see what's going on with GU. Let's get the auto pivot. GU is moving right here. It's in the middle. Hasn't really made any type of movement. ADR high. So we got the ADR high here, and we got the ADR low here. So this would be good right here to sell, because it came here before and made a major drop. As far as this right here, let me back up and look at history. Price came down here. I guess somewhere around here is a good selling point. Yes. Support 2. Support 2 is 131,945. It's about 40, 50 pips between each other. I mean, not a bad. Support 2. I mean, if it hits me out of my stop loss, then, you know, what can you do? Right now it's in mid-range. This would be a good selling point right here. I would love to sell right here. This would be good. I feel good, very confident about this trade. Resistance 3, I mean, possibility can go that high as well. So, you never know. So this is GU. Might have to do some fundamentals and technicals and start looking at the news, see what's going on with that. But as you see, EuroCAD is making a little quick move out of the box. Then you also want to look at the box to see, you know, what kind of pit movement you had. Right now it's a small pit movement. You have a huge range, so that means you're going to get some major momentum coming out of this box. So, you know, look for it to, as you see right now, it's scorching all. It's going to probably scorch all the way up. So make a good little buy. And I don't trade off of just, you know, like that. I let the market make its move, and then I make my move. That's how I do it. So the ADR high is up here. This is resistant 1. You know, make the market make its move, and you get in. You get in on the 15-minute chart. And you know, these are moving averages here. When these moving averages cross, it's a good time to get in. That's where I get in. All right. So when the ketchup and the mustard cross, that's where I get in. That's where I get in. All right. So this is EuroCAD, and I think that's basically about it. Euro USD. I don't think I did Euro USD. These are called session boxes, and if you want to know what these are session boxes. So this is like the Asian session. This is the New York session. All right. So same concept. You get your ADR to see where your average daily range is. Make sure your session box isn't that big. You don't want to get a blown out session box. You want to make sure the session box stays small, 20 pips, 25 pips or something like that. Because if it's blown out, you don't want to trade it. So you want to make sure the Asian range stay tight, because now you know you're going to get more ranges for your pips. So and then you make the market make its move. The market, usually what it does is it hits either the ADR high. If it hits the ADR high or the low, Alright, the market only can have so many pips given to it. So if it uses up all its pip on the high, it has to retrace 30 to 50 pips off the high, and that's where you get in. So you get off the high, or you get off the low, and it has to give you back some of those pips. So what they'll do is they'll do something like this, and then come back down, and then consolidate. Same thing here. If it goes all the way down, it has to give you back some of those pips, about 30, 50 pips. Consolidate. It does the same shit. That's it. So you just have to play it off the high and the lows. So pivot point. Get my pivot point. Pivot point. Right here. Alright, so then you want to know if the spot you're getting in, is it a good spot? It's coming off the daily too. This is a good spot to get in. Right off the daily ADR high. Or this is support 2. I wouldn't get in that here. I would get in right here, support 3. My buy limit would be here. And my sell limit would be, let me see, 1, 3. I would get in at support at the ADR. I would get in at the ADR, and I put my stop loss above here. Now as for this, I would get in at support 3, and I put my stop loss below this range here. So I'd probably put my stop loss at 230, and then ride this sucker out. So that's what I would do for your USD. Alright, well, that's my analysis for September 13th, 2016. See what happens. Make some money. Been killing the markets. Been averaging about $500 to $1,000 a day. Trading on the market. Killing it. Hopefully you guys can do the same thing. And just follow my analysis. Use support, resistance. Use your average daily range. And your resistance levels, pivot points. Look where to see where your resistance 2 and 3, and get in on overbought and oversold areas. That's basically it. Get in at where price is just overbought or oversold. Can't keep it more simple than that. So that's basically it. You guys I'll try to do more videos for you guys so you can get more analysis. And if there's anything else you want to learn, just holla at me.